Lok Sabha elections 2024 are barely months away, and with the opposition and ruling alliance blocs taking shape, the contest is pretty much down to 3 to 4 states, which perhaps will influence the outcome of Lok Sabha elections much more than other states. Telangana, in the southern part of India, is one such key state, a state where, in the recently held assembly elections, the Congress emerged victorious. The BJP increased its vote share twice as much when compared to the previous assembly elections. Both these national parties have performed well at the cost of regional party Bharat Rashtra Samiti, which was previously Telangana Rashtra Samiti. On this episode of State of Play, we bring to you the results of a tracker poll that was conducted by People's Pulse along with South First ahead of Lok Sabha elections. Which way is the wind blowing in Telangana? Let's remember, People's Pulse, South First, exit polls, pre-polls for both Karnataka and Telangana had accurately predicted the outcome, and we have for you the first tracker poll for Lok Sabha elections for Telangana. Welcome to the show. I am Anusha Ravi Sood. The South First People's Pulse tracker poll in Telangana was held between the 11th and 17th of February. That's the data we have. A sample size of 4,600, and the sample was a representation of people from across different sections: gender, geographical location, occupation, age groups, caste, communities, everything put together. So what does this tracker poll for Telangana ahead of Lok Sabha elections suggest? It seems the Congress that riding high on its electoral success in Telangana assembly elections, it seems the Congress is still poised to emerge as the party with the highest number of seats in Lok Sabha election in Telangana as well. South First People's Pulse tracker poll suggests that Congress is poised to win anywhere between 8 to 10 out of the 17 seats in Telangana. The BJP, despite all its efforts, despite increasing its vote share by 100%. In fact, the BJP's vote share went from 7 to almost 14% in the assembly election, despite the great performance BJP put up for its presence in Telangana. The tracker poll suggests that the Saffron Party is likely to remain in the same range as far as number of seats are concerned. The tracker poll suggests that BRS, which has the highest number of Lok Sabha candidates, a highest number of Lok Sabha MPs, beg your pardon, currently in Telangana, will probably emerge as the biggest loser. The BRS is poised to get anywhere between 3 to 5 seats. As far as the vote share is concerned, the tracker poll suggests that the Congress is poised to pretty much retain, and even if it increases, very marginally increase its vote share up to 40% when compared to its 39.4% vote share during the assembly elections. So the Congress is slated to emerge as the party that has the highest number of vote share in these Lok Sabha elections for Telangana as well. The BJP, which increased its vote share from 7 to almost 14% in the assembly election, is expected to further increase its footprint in terms of vote share. The party is expected to get 23% of the total vote share. Large chunk of this increase is credited directly to the Modi factor. Prime Minister Narendra Modi remains the most sought after factor for BJP voters in Telangana. The tracker poll suggests that the biggest loser as far as vote share is also concerned will be the BRS, whose vote share is expected to slide to 31%, which is almost a 6% slide when compared to the assembly election, recently held assembly election results. Like any other survey, the People's Pulse South First tracker poll survey for Telangana also has a margin of error of about 3%. There are a few reasons that have led for these trends to emerge, and here is how they look. First of all, on all parameters, it seems the Congress is very firmly ahead of its other two rivals, the BRS and the BJP, in Telangana is concerned. Across all sections, the Congress seems to enjoy much more acceptability as far when compared to both BJP or the BRS. It could also be for the reason that it is still the impact of the Congress's victory in Telangana has not waned. It's just been a few months, 3 months, barely ever since the Congress government has come to power in Telangana, and it seems its impact on people has not waned. So cross-section, the Congress seems to lead when it comes to caste, community, gender, age. ahead of BRS and the BJP. The Congress seems to have much more acceptability, especially among minorities and women voters. When compared to voting patterns of the assembly election, it seems the number of minority votes are getting much more rapidly consolidated in favor of the Congress in the Lok Sabha election. The South First People's Pulse tracker poll suggests that 52% of minority voters prefer Congress over any other party in Telangana, which means a section of minority voters who had chosen BRS in the assembly election are also likely to move in favor of the Congress, towards the Congress, which means the BRS will be left with just about 38% of minority voters. The BJP is slated to get just about around 2% of minority voters in Telangana. Women form the biggest second chunk as far as acceptability for Congress goes. Among all the respondents that the tracker poll interviewed or surveyed, 42% of women voters preferred Congress over any other party. About 37% men, as far as the respondents are concerned, chose Congress over any other party. Both these parameters, the Congress emerges as the most preferred party. A geographical acceptance concern, the Congress seems to have acceptability of about 42% in rural areas and about 37% in urban areas. Such acing in all of these parameters, emerging as the most preferred party under all these parameters, perhaps it has got to do with the Congress's guarantees that fueled its victory in Telangana, and it seems to be still appealing to the voters. The BJP has 4 Lok Sabha MPs currently from Telangana, and compared to the BRS, the BJP emerges as a more preferable, more accepted party among OBCs, among the Reddy community, voters, young voters between the age of 18 to 25. In all of these 3 parameters or these demographics, voters have preferred BJP over BRS. What's not good news for any of the parties is that 40% of the respondents in this tracker poll have suggested that they are unhappy with their MLAs. Now, this factor impacts the BJP and the BRS much more than the Congress. Why? Because the BJP fielded 3 of its MPs in the assembly election, none of them won. All the seats that the BJP won were workers, debutants, people who have come from other parties in the assembly election. So, 3 MPs that the BJP fielded in assembly elections did not win, and about 40% of the respondents on this tracker poll have said that they are not happy with their MPs. In Telangana, currently, the BRS has the highest number of MPs. The fact that 40% of respondents are unhappy with their MPs shows anti-incumbency, and that's not very good news for BRS, which actually faced the brunt of anti-incumbency in the recently held assembly election. For the Congress, this is not too much of a factor. Why? Because 3 of its MPs resigned from their MP position to come join the government in Telangana post assembly elections. This also includes Revant Reddy, the Chief Minister of Telangana. The tracker poll suggests that the overwhelming presence or dominance of the BJP in the minds of the voters as well as on ground is evident in a few districts, especially in northern Telangana, like Nizamabad, Adilabad, Karimnagar, Hyderabad, of course, and Rangareddy, which is a neighboring district of Hyderabad. The tracker poll, however, suggests that the BJP's vote share does not even cross, single digits in districts like Peddapalli, like in Warangal, like in Mehboobabaad. So the distribution of vote share as far as the BJP is concerned is actually concentrated in a few districts, which explains why, although it has increased its vote share or is projected to increase its vote share, the number of seats it is expected to win is pretty much between 2 and 4. What makes the contest even more difficult for the BJP is the fact that the region where the BJP is strong is also the region where the BRS has a good presence, which means it is likely to be a triangular contest. On scale of popularity, however, there is nobody to beat Narendra Modi as choice for Prime Minister. Narendra Modi still leads the charts as far as choice for Prime Minister is concerned, with about 34% of respondents choosing Narendra Modi as their top choice for Prime Minister. He's closely followed, actually rather distantly followed, by Rahul Gandhi of the Congress, with about 23% of the respondents choosing Rahul Gandhi as their pick for Prime Minister. Although the gap is quite huge, it is still much smaller than the kind of gap that can be seen in other parts of the country, in other states of the country. The Gandhi family name still enjoys some amount of goodwill, and despite that, just about 23% of respondents have picked Rahul Gandhi as their choice for Prime Minister. But that in itself may not be great news for the BJP or the BJP led NDA, because 39% of the respondents said that the NDA government was bad for them. They did not believe that the governance under BJP led NDA was good. In fact, 33% of respondents said that they do not want NDA to return to power. They do not want NDA to be given another chance. Did the grand inauguration of the Ram temple in Ayodhya make a difference? A movement that was seen by the BJP as an assertion of its cultural nationalism ideology, did that make a difference to voters? Did that influence? Just about 22% of respondents for the South First People's Pulse tracker poll said that they were very influenced by the Ram temple inauguration. But about 31% said that they were somewhat influenced by it. Others chose can't say and not really. Overall, the tracker poll suggests that the Congress is firmly ahead of the BRS and the BJP in Telangana. Telangana is a crucial state for all three parties. For the Congress, it is one of those very few states that can actually add not just to the party's tally, but also strengthen the opposition's India alliance. Because in Telangana, the BRS is neither part of the opposition alliance nor is it a member in the ruling party's NDA. For the BJP, winning seats in Telangana, more seats than it did last time, is crucial to reach the 400 mark target it has set for itself, as in its alliance partners. According to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the NDA should strive to achieve this 400 seat target. And for the BRS, this election is a matter of survival, especially after the drubbing it received in the assembly election. For the BRS, winning as many Lok Sabha seats as possible means still staying relevant in the huge tapestry of Indian politics. For more details on how this tracker poll was held, what is the kind of methodology that was used, and details of demographics, issues that led respondents to respond the way they did, let me tell you, price rise was deemed as the highest problematic issue for respondents. Much more details on thesouthfirst.com. Do read. Thank you so much for watching.